Okay, general managers and people in fantasy football world, this is the Trash Mouth Fantasy Football Week 14. We have the second part of this podcast. Gmen was on the first part. Now we have the second part. We have the three-time champ Bengali Bombers on the podcast again this season. Welcome.
Thank you, Dave. Good to be back. Needed to just, appear on it one last time before the playoffs start.
Okay. Highly anticipated podcast. We had G-Men on. Uh, he discussed his version of his season and how he feels about the Bombers in general, the league, what happened. Let's talk about the amazing, awesome season by the Bengali Bombers, securing the number one seed several weeks ago. 11-3 finish. Finished the season sweeping the King Reaper 76-28. What are your thoughts about your Week 14 win?
Yeah, the week 14, it was just annihilation. Reaper didn't even show up. I think it was over by like 2 p.m. probably on Sunday.
Oh,
which was, an hour into the week, basically. So, anyway, but, that happens, right? But, uniquely, what's more important is that the Bombers just firing on all cylinders. It's just crazy. I know that you had a GM earlier this year that kind of all their players scored during a particular week. Things like that just do happen, but the consistency, right? And, scoring points and, having that strength where I don't have to worry about who am I going to start and who am I going to bench. Even players that are off on a particular week, the substitutions that I'm able to make off my bench is just unreal this year. It's firing on all cylinders, and it's been tremendous so far.
all right, that is true. It's all right. So you're one of could become one of you could become the sixth GM. Sorry, could become the sixth GM in league history to win the trash mouth coveted Triple Crown. For those who are not sure what that means, you have to finish with the best record. Deval did that. You have to finish number one in points. You secured that on week 14. And if you win the title, you'll win the Triple Crown and becoming the third West GM to do it. Last time was Doug in 2009, and the first West GM was the infamous Stan's Midnight Auto in 1993. What do you think about that? That's impressive.
Oh, it's impressive. Definitely, it's another milestone to kind of put into the history books. It builds on the legacy of the Bombers, so that's the goal. But it still hasn't been established or achieved yet. So we're fighting towards it, and we're going to give it our best shot the next couple of weeks to get there.
All right. Your number one pick, as we all know, Josh Allen. Oh my Josh, gosh, or whatever, however you have phrased it. You're one of four GMs to win the Trash Mouth Fantasy Football title with the number one pick. You did it with Aaron Rodgers in 2012. You have Josh Allen this time. What are your thoughts about potentially winning the championship with the number one pick?
It goes to kind of what I was saying before. There have been weeks where, Josh Allen hasn't scored anything. There has been weeks where my other quarterback hasn't scored anything. But then, people coming off the bench have made up for it. And, so I'm not just relying on one player. I know some teams rely on only one player because that's all they have. But I've been firing on all cylinders. I think it's just crazy and amazing to see. You have weeks where, oh my gosh, Josh puts up 24 points, 30 points. But then you also have weeks where he doesn't put up any points. But still, the Bomber train keeps moving forward. And, we keep winning. So I'm not just relying on one player, but it's awesome to have Josh on my team for sure.
All right. That is true. He's been on 2 championship teams already. All right, Bombers, you're plus 184 to end the season, points for compared to points against, which ranks top 5, ranks number 5 all time. Plus 184.
Yeah, it's a combination of having good scoring weeks, and then some of it is also luck, where you have weeks where the other GM doesn't score as much. For example, this last week, only 28 points scored against. So that also helps the differential, but it's good to know that it's in the top 5. It's been one of those years.
All right, we have a social media email from Jeff in New Jersey, Trenton, New Jersey. He goes, why did Bengali Bombers pick up Jackson Dart? Doesn't he know that no Giant quarterback in the history of trash mouth fantasy football has been on a championship team in 33 years?
Well, Jeff, my friend, you need to know football in order to understand these moves. It's not about what's happened in the past, it's about the future. And if you look at the future and who Caleb Williams is playing versus who Jackson Dart is playing, you'll understand the move that I just made. So, Jeff, get to learn some more football, and maybe you'll get invited someday to come and watch the best of the best GMs kind of run their teams. But, good question for a rookie, Jeff. Hang in there. But that's the reason why the move was made.
Okay. All right, so moving on to the playoffs. You're going up against a general manager, King Reaper. It's well known that he said that you've kind of peaked at the wrong time. Other than this past week, you've beaten him every time this season. Can you do it 4 for 4 and defeat the King Reaper to reach the Super Bowl for the first time since 2015, your last championship title?
Yeah, not only can I do it, I think I guarantee it.
You guarantee it? Are you doing? Did you just say guaranteeing a Joe Namath move right here?
I guarantee a win against the Reapers.
You guarantee it? Oh,
yeah,
wow, this is great.
He talked about me peaking a couple of weeks, and then I popped a 70-something point week on him. Give me a break. He's got nothing, and he knows it. He's scared. He's worried. With the 9.5 points that I just got, can't wait. It's going to be a shootout in New England, too.
Oh, I heard it's going to be a little blustery and cold up there.
Let it bluster all at once. Let's go. It was blustery last week, and you saw Josh, what he did.
Yes. All right. So this is part of the show that we love on the podcast. It's the parting shots. What do you have to say? You're the number 1 seed. You're going for the Triple Crown. You got the number 1 pick. You're on the podcast. You're already in Gmen's head. You're already in Gmen's head again and again.
As always.
What do you got to say now?
You know what? Gmen is done, right? Let's not even bother and waste time on it because he's shopping already.
But Christmas.
Full steam ahead, right? Let's just focus on the King Reapers. Give them a beatdown.
A beatdown? What?
Yeah. 76 to 28. I mean, let's do it again.
He's number 2 in total points. You got to give him that.
Give him 76 to 28. Let's do another beatdown, right? This time make it 80 to 20 beatdown.
Wow.
Let's do it. All right, and then move on to the Super Bowl and then beat down there too. So full steam ahead, baby. That's what we're going.
Okay, there you go. All right. We have Jessica in Florida. She's back again. She's asking the same question she asked the last time you were on the podcast. We had to move her up the spot to get the email. She wants to hear the phrase that pays from the Bengali Bombers classic quote.
Jessica, here it goes. The Bombers are back, baby.
Oh, there it goes. Jessica's gonna love that tonight when she replays it when she gets home from work. She's an avid Bengali Bombers fan in New Jersey. All right, Bombers. Some people are saying, well, You gave Gmen 13 minutes on his podcast. We're up to 10 minutes now. We can go further if you want, or we could just move on and call it a night as you get back to your team. And
You know what? You know what, Dave? It's about quality over quantity.
Oh.
So, yeah. So this has been a quality podcast. Let's not ruin it by, talking about things that really don't matter. Let's just cut it where it is and leave it at the top. But hopefully I'll see everybody on Sunday in Long Island as we're supposed to meet for the playoffs.
Yes.
I'm gonna try to make it.
Oh, love to see you there at the tap room. The grudge match will be there. The Psychos, the commissioner, maybe G-Man and Alberto. It's going to be an action-packed Sunday of fantasy football playoffs at the tap room. The address was given as a public service message from the commissioner. All right. Once again, congratulations on an awesome, solid year. But as you know, only 48% of the GMs with the best record in the history of this league have gone on to win a championship. So there is a challenge here, and I'm sure you're up for the challenge.
Exactly. Let's go Bombers.
All right, thank you.